Yo, what is going on, people? My name is Atraxi and welcome to episode number 2 of my FIFA 19 Aston Villa Career Mode. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say I am sorry for not uploading over the past 2-3 days. My granddad actually passed away on Sunday night, so I've been spending a lot of time with the family. But nevertheless, we start off the season with a very tough away fixture to Hull City, followed by a tough home fixture on the Saturday at home to Wigan Athletic. However, as you guys can see, 3 days after that, we've got the second City derby at Villa Park against Birmingham City in the Carabao Cup. And it's going to be a tough fixture, so you know, we are going to have to be on our game if we want to win that match. But as you guys can see now, I'm going to put in a bid for Christopher Ayer from Celtic. You know, he's a born leader, you know what I mean, and we need someone to fill in the boots that John Terry left behind. So I'm going to put in a 3.9 million starter bid, but I don't want to go any higher than 4.4 million. But I do think we need a third centre back in this summer transfer window. As you guys can see now, I'm going to start Scott McKenna and Callum Hudson-Odoi in the league fixture against Hull City at the KCOM Stadium. It's not going to be an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. We are going to have to be on our A game if we want to come away with all 3 points. Hull City will be a tough fixture. They've signed some very decent players. They're actually fielding Tommy Alfie on loan from us in this game, which is a bit of a mad, it's a mad scenario to be in, if I'm entirely honest. But like I said, we need to be on our A game. We need to be putting the ball in the back of the net, and we can't give Hull City a sniff at goal because they will take their chances. They've got the likes of Jared Bowen, Kamil Grzycki. Like I said, they've signed Tommy Alfie from Villa on a season-long loan. So it is going to be a tough fixture. Hull City start the game off and, you know, they're pressing straight away. So they're giving us an insight as to what their game plan will be for the remainder of the 90 minutes in this league fixture. And like I've said, it's not going to be easy. Our defence are going to have to be solid. Our midfield are going to have to be running their socks off. And our strikers and wingers are going to have to play some lovely football. But as you guys can see there, Bjarnason gives the ball away very, sluggishly. And Jackson Irvine has a chance on goal. But if it weren't for Nyland with a huge save in the opening 6 minutes of the game, it would have been 1-0 Hull City. If you look at the replay now, Irvine absolutely rifles this at the Villa goal. And Nyland with a fantastic save to turn it away for a Hull City corner. As the ball gets floated in now, guys, we don't really clear our lines, as you can see. Nyland with a huge save yet again. And we just failed to clear our lines. Kevin Stewart here plays the ball into Irvine again with a shot. Then again, Kevin Stewart. And, we're finding life tough in the opening 10 minutes of this game. I said Hull City will come out the blocks raging, and they're going to want to get 3 points on their, the opening game of the championship season. Nyland clears the ball out for a throw in there just to relieve a bit of pressure. However, in the 15th minute, they do get a free kick, and look at this for a goal. Take a bow, son. I do feel our centre-backs and, the people in that defending scenario then should have done a lot better to close down Mahi, who has just signed. I can't remember what club he signed from, but he has signed a 3-year deal at Hull City. And what a way to start, your Hull City career off with a blinding goal like that. We should have done a lot better defending this, I personally feel. And if you watch the replay now of this shot, it is a beautiful, clean strike. I do feel Tuanzebe and Bjarnason should have got closer, and possibly Chester should have stayed on his feet. Maybe we could have had a little chance there at blocking the shot, but it is 1-0 Hull City, and we do go in at half time 1-0 down. And like I said at the start, Hull City are going to want to start off their season with a victory, and it's going to be hard, but we do need to come out the blocks firing on all fronts now. I'm looking for a response from the team. And as you guys can see, we are dominating possession. We haven't really had that many chances or shots on the Hull City goal, but we've got a better shot. Well, I was going to say we have got a better shot accuracy, but we haven't. But we have got a better passing accuracy. And as you guys can see here, I'm going to switch up the system a bit because I feel like the 4-1-4-1 formation doesn't really suit the way we want to play at the moment. So I'm going to take Bjarnason off and bring on Tammy Abraham just to give us a little bit more firepower up front. And hopefully we can nick a goal or two and see this game through. But we do start the second half in remarkable fashion. Scott McKenna here feeds the ball into Hutton. Hutton back into Grealish. Adoma into Kodja. And Kodja just holds the ball up. He just waits for the opportunity. He floats the ball in. John McGinn's there and he heads it in past David Marshall to make it 1-1. Literally 4 minutes after the second half starts, John McGinn with an absolute bullet header there, guys, puts us back on level terms. And you got to give credit to Jonathan Codger here. He just waits for the perfect opportunity to float the ball in, and there is John McGinn opening his account for the season with a bullet header past David Marshall to make it 1-1. And what a debut could you ask for if you were John McGinn? That is an absolutely brilliant header. But in the 72nd minute here, Hull City do have a free kick. He floats the ball in, Nyland's there and gathers the ball. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity now to release the ball. Feeds it into Hutton. Hutton into Callum Hudson-Odoi, who has been absolutely brilliant on his debut. Codger tried to feed in Tammy Abraham there. Instead finds the ball into Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi with the shot, and it is Hull City 1, Aston Villa 2. And what a counter-attack that is from Villa. Hudson-Odoi, only 17 years of age, but guys, you've got to remember that. Fires Villa 2-1 up in the 75th minute. That is an absolutely lovely, lovely goal. Just feeds the ball in. It just slows his run down and just finishes it past David Marshall. I do feel Marshall should have done a lot better there, as you guys can see. The pace just beats him. He does get a fingertip to it, but you know, it is in rainy conditions. The ball is going to be very, very wet, and it will make life a lot harder for both goalkeepers if they're trying to catch a ball at that type of pace. But there is the full-time whistle, guys. Hull City 1, Aston Villa 2 in the Championship opener for the 2018-19 season. And what more can you ask for than 3 points? I mean, the team responded from going 1-0 down. John McGinn with an absolutely lovely header to make it 1-1. And Callum Hudson-Odoi, as you guys just saw, with a lovely, lovely, audacious finish to give Aston Villa the lead. And all 3 points. And as you guys can see, the Villa fans there are in fine, fine spirit at the end of the game. But we are going to go now into some training. I've trained Hudson-Odoi, Ampadu, Grealish, Abraham and McGinn. Just to get them trained up and get their attributes, wow, truly growing. But as you guys can see, I'm going to put in an offer for the Ajax left back, Daily St. Graven. 23 years of age, he's got some very, very good stats. The only downside to this left back is he is injury prone. Now, we have got the likes of Alan Hutton, Neil Taylor, who can play left back, Twan Zebe, who could possibly play left back in worst case scenarios. But I do think we need a better first team regular left back other than Alan Hutton and Neil Taylor. So hopefully we get to sign Daily St. Graven from Ajax. I'm going to offer, I think I offered about I actually offered 5.5 million for him straight out the blocks. We've still got 5.897 million of the transfer budget left over, so I may end up signing another striker on loan, as I said at the end of the last video. I'm going to delegate his wages here. I do apologise for that cough. I'm going to give him 15k star. I'm not going to go any higher than 20k because he is a first team quality player and I do want to have him on the books. But we're going to start off our second game of the 2018-19 season at home to Wigan Athletic. As you guys can see, I've gone with a 3-5-2 formation. Adoma, I thought I'd give a chance up top alongside Jonathan Codger. And I've also brought in Ampadu for his debut for Aston Villa as well. And what a way, to make your debut other than at home at Villa Park. And as you guys can see, Villa Park is fully packed out, and that is what you want to see from your fans on your first home league debut of the season, you know what I mean? Ampadu, I have got high hopes for, and I do think he will be a massive, massive player in a few seasons to come. At 1.2 million, that is a steal from Chelsea, and I reckon he's going to be one of the best centre-backs in either the Championship or the Premier League in the next 3 or 4 years. But as you guys can see here, Wigan Athletic doing the same as what Hull City done. They want to cause a major upset, on their first away game of the season. Good header there from, I think that was Joe Garner. Well dealt with there by Nyland. And, Wigan Athletic are just throwing everything at us at the moment and nothing's going our way. But, what a goal to concede that is. That is absolutely poor defending from our back three. Well, our back five with our 2 wing backs. I do expect Chester, McKenna, Ampadu to be getting tighter to, players like Joe Garner, because like you just seen, they will punish you guys. Ampadu does get close there, but he just gets dragged out too much. And a lovely first time ball in there for Joe Garner. And Garner just leaps like a salmon. And I hate to say, but Nyland should be doing better as well. You know what I mean? If he had a little bit more spring and probably another yard or two to his right, he could have possibly tipped that ball beyond or even onto the post. And, you know, the score still would be 0-0. But like I said, we need to start responding to going 1-0 down. And as you guys see, lovely ball fed through from Twanzebe to Adoma. And it is 1-1. An absolutely audacious finish there from Albert Adoma. And it's showing me why he wanted to play as a striker instead of a winger. Lovely ball from Twanzebe. Adoma just takes a stride, one touch, and bang. Similar to Hudson-Odoi's goal against David Marsh in the first game, I do feel the pace of the ball in the rainy conditions took it past Christopher Walton in the Wigan Athletic goal. We do go in at half-time, guys, 1-1. I don't think we're playing bad football, but just that one defensive error let the goal in for Wigan Athletic and let them have a sight on goal. However, we are playing some good football. We're keeping the ball moving about, and I do feel this will be a game that we should feel that we need to take 3 points from. But the second half was very dull, if I do say so myself. Lovely ball fed out there from McGinn into Hutton. Hutton into Balassi. Balassi, who has had a good debut at Villa Park, if I do say so. McGinn back into Balassi, looking for the turn. Back into Hurahan. And you know, Wigan Athletic are defending very, very valiantly. That's the word I'm looking for. Balassi again finds the ball, tries to dribble past a few players, and ends up turning into Alan Hutton, and Wigan clear it. But this is a massive opportunity for us in the dying minutes of the game. Wigan Athletic lose the ball. Al Ghazi into McGinn. McGinn looks to release Tammy Abraham, who does. Abraham feeds in Jonathan Kodja, and it is 2-on-3. Lovely ball into McGinn there. Can he win it for Villa? No. He puts it wide up the post. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper in the 19th minute. And that is a massive opportunity that has gone begging for us. The game does finish 1-1. And, you know, chances like that at the end of the game should be being put to bed, guys. It was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. All he had to do was hit the ball on target. And I don't think Christopher Walton would have got anywhere near the shot. But as you guys can see now, Daily St. Raven has accepted the offer of 15k a week on the 2-year contract. Squad role first, important first team player, I should say. Delighted to have him on board at Aston Villa. I do think the left back position was something we needed to strengthen in. And I'm delighted to have St. Raven on board. Hopefully, we can make some profit off him in a few years' time. But that is it for this video, guys. If you guys have enjoyed, leave a like down below. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new to the Atraxi Army. Yeah, like I said at the start of this video, guys, I do apologise over the past couple of days. Due to my granddad dying, I haven't actually had the opportunity to edit any videos. But other than that, thank you all for your support, guys. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And I shall see you in the next episode at home to Birmingham City in the Carabao Cup.